consensus report over at Picks and Parlays. So a lot of these picks, in fact, all of these picks are going to be coming directly off of that report. Beautiful day here in Cincinnati, Ohio, where I'm located here. And of course, if you haven't done so, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, make sure you get all of our live betting picks every time we go live here on YouTube or on Facebook. And we got tons of other stuff, of course, as always, here both at YouTube and Facebook. So we'll give everybody just a few minutes. Don't forget, if you want my best bets, you just have to go over to Picks and Parlays. Of course, if you got them for free yesterday, if you're listening to our live show, so you can actually go check that out, of course, as well. All right, so we're going to start. We're going to give out some of the biggest consensus betting picks for Week 11 in college football. And of course, if you want the full report, it's I think it's $49.99 for a month and like $19.99 for 3 days. Go over to Picks and Parlays, click on Premium Picks underneath the consensus. Once that drop down comes, just click on consensus. So it's what it is a report of how many cappers are on which side, total and or money line of every game that there's more than 3 picks. So yeah, you don't know which cappers are on them, but you get the who's or how many total there are. All right, so one of the biggest consensus of the week is in maybe the biggest game of the week. Well, there's 2 big games, Florida, Georgia, and Notre Dame and Clemson. Florida, Georgia, of course, in Jacksonville, neutral site game. Florida Gators getting 3.5, depending on where you look at it. And right now, consensus report, and this is sometimes against what I pick, by the way. So don't think just because I don't like it. This is just the overall what cappers like. But 4 people on, I believe it's 4. Let me make sure. 4 cappers on Florida, 1 on Georgia, and 1 on Georgia money line. So the consensus is on the Florida Georgia's 80% consensus from our cappers that gave out expert picks on this game. Like I said, you can get the full report, not just for this week, but also the NFL that also has Premier League picks for today as well. Go over to the Premium Picks drop down and click on consensus. So that's a pretty big consensus. I was actually surprised. If you've watched my video earlier in the week in this game, I actually like Georgia in this one, minus the 3. I just think it's a pretty evenly matched team, and I think the defense of Georgia is going to be the difference, but not what I don't have an official pick on it, so not what the cappers think. Our best bets from our experts, 4-1. Another big consensus is on Michigan at Indiana. Of course, Michigan the favorite here, and let's see what that actual line is. We're almost at game time here, so let's see what that line is. So the line is 3.5 now, minus 3.5, total 54.5. So once again, the consensus. And don't forget, if you have picks or suggestions or anything, leave them in the comments. Give us that thumbs up, hit the subscribe, share, all that stuff. But tell us what you think. But when you look at the consensus in the Michigan at Indiana, and I do agree with this one, Michigan is getting right now. Michigan is 4-1, so it's 80% consensus as well to our experts. And Michigan, and I do see some of these people got it at 3, some of them at 3.5. So make sure you shop that around. I do think there's some 3s and 3.5s out there for this Michigan game. So make sure you check that out. All right. Make sure, like I said, leave a comment if you have an opinion on a game or you want to know about a game. I can look it up on the consensus report. Not every game will show up on the consensus report because it has to have at least 3 experts picks on that game for it to show up. So if you go underneath the Premium Picks drop down, click on consensus, you can get this report for $19.99 for 3 days. So check it out and see why it's the best value on the website. All right, so there's tons of consensus plays this weekend, but another one, I'm looking to see if the Clemson game, not a big consensus on the Clemson game, 3-2, so we won't cover that one. Arizona State USC, I was actually kind of surprised that we have 3 experts on this game, and all 3 are on Arizona State in this game as an underdog. So kind of surprised a little bit there. I kind of think USC might have something for them. But don't forget, if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe and like and Tell us what you think in the comments. All right, last consensus play is, like I said, something new I was tinkering with because people always ask about the consensus report, so I wanted to give out some picks. Let's see, what's the next best consensus play for the weekend? Tennessee, Arkansas, late game here, and Tennessee slight favorite, I believe. Let's look it up. I believe Tennessee is still a slight favorite. Tennessee is favored by 1, total 52.5. And I kind of liked Arkansas when I first just glanced at this game early in the week, but we have 3 experts. I don't have an official play on this one, but Tennessee is 3-0 with our experts. So I'll write off the consensus report like the Tennessee Volunteers -1 in this one. I just think Arkansas, they've been way better than what I thought they could be this year. So I was very impressed with the way Arkansas has played and had some nice wins and really close losses too, but they've been really good for bettors. Let's see, on the year they're 5-0 against the spread, so hard to bet against them. And Tennessee 1-3-1 against the spread, but hey, our experts have their reasons for picking these, and of course, you can always purchase their direct picks, or you can just go to that premium picks drop down, click on consensus, and click on find out what the consensus is for today. So, anybody have any questions? If we don't have any questions or picks that anybody wants to give out here, I will end the broadcast just because I'm going to get set up for what's going to be a really good day here in college football week 10. See, Bruce said should be a strong pick to show a statement from last week's loss. Yeah, I mean, I sometimes believe we sometimes get a little carried away with like revenge and team. Everybody wants to win every week, but I do think after you get embarrassed and lose to a Michigan State team that lost to Rutgers the week before, I do think Michigan will be pumped up. But that Indiana offense is really, really good. So we're going to see if that Michigan defense has fixed their woes from last week. And the key, most games, the key on close games is winning the turnover battle. Michigan has to win the turnover battle. They got to turn Indiana over. If not, I do think they're in trouble. So Tommy says Tulane over ? Let's see exactly what that over is now. I know it had kind of moved around a little bit. Total 64.5 Tulane at Eastern Carolina for all of you out there. Eastern Carolina home underdog by 3, and a total set of 63.5, down a point. And when you first look at it, you think Tulane, because you've seen some of these. I mean, we all remember that Navy game, month and a half, 2 months ago, where they gave out all those second half points, but that's a lot of points. Eastern Carolina is just not very good. I mean, which maybe that is good that Tulane will score a ton of points. I think I would just play Tulane minus the points there. I think Eastern Carolina is terrible. So, all right, so let's recap the consensus report. Now, what is the consensus report? The consensus report is just a list of all of our experts and what do they have for the day. So as long as there's more than 3 picks on a game, it shows up on the consensus report. And we gave out some of the biggest consensus plays. Arizona State plus the points at USC is 3-0. Michigan 4-1. Michigan -3, 3.5, 4-1 on our experts, so an 80% consensus. And then Florida versus Georgia, neutral site game, 4-1 on Florida plus the points. I'm kind of on the other side on that one, but this is directly off the consensus report. So don't forget, if you want to leave a comment in the comment section on what game you like, or if you got a question on a game, I'll go over it. But if you haven't done so, give us that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notifications at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time today. Don't forget Total Chaos with Allie Burns and sorry, I'm reading the comments here. Allie and Kurt are going to give every total betting pick on every game in the NFL for Week 9. So if you like Allie Burns and Kurt, make sure you hit that notification so that you get notified when they go live here in 1 hour and 45 minutes. This is one of the games I said, Tennessee is the consensus for everybody, but I kind of think Arkansas. I kind of like Arkansas, but I didn't have a best bet on it. So, of course, my best bets, you can find them. Yesterday's live show is up. I have my 3 best bets were up for free. Or you can go to Picks and Parlays if you want to purchase. I don't know why you'd purchase one I'm giving away for free, but I do have 2 other plays today that you can purchase if you purchase one of my long-term passes. Let's see, Rob likes Indiana plus the points. I don't know. Man, if Michigan loses this game, John Harbaugh, get your resume ready because I'd say the season is over here. So I know I'm in the shadow here. I apologize. I just thought I'd do it outside today. It's beautiful out. All right, so Iowa minus 5.5. I don't know. Iowa, I guess it's what do you think about Northwestern? Do you believe in Northwestern? I kind of do. So we'll see how good that Iowa team is today. Arizona State first half. Like I said, I kind of thought USC was the play in this one. I was kind of surprised that our experts are on the other side, but I didn't have one of my best bets. But the Pac-12 is always rough for me, so I definitely have to. I'm a guy that needs to see the games first. I do way better when I do that. So, well, what's his other option? You're not, if you can't win at Michigan in college football, I don't think you can stay in college football. So I definitely think. But I don't know if there'll be interest in the NFL. I mean, he's not a guy that is easy on players, and the NFL seems to be going away from guys like him. So Memphis minus 17. I kind of like the over in that Memphis game, to be very honest. So, all right, so we're going to wrap up here. Don't forget, you can still leave them in the comments what games you like. If you have questions, I check it periodically, and I'll answer it. If not, I'll have my guy Tyler add in some comments as well, and he always can get with me by text and answer you guys as well. Strange time for kickoff is 9 a.m. I don't know if it's because of the corona. The USC games at noon, but yeah. App State, which is stronger? Arkansas. I'm sorry, Memphis minus 7. You want to know if Memphis minus 17 or App State minus 22. Like I said, I don't like either one of those games. I like the over in that Memphis game. Last week, Cincinnati defense held them down. Cincinnati defense is really good. I think this week they'll explode for some points, so I do think the over there. But anyway, all right, guys, have a great week 11. Don't forget our consensus report. You can get it every day over at Picks and Parlays. Picks and Parlays drop down, click on the premium picks, click on consensus, $49.99 for a month, or I think it's $19.99 for 3 days. And you can get all these plays. Anytime there's more than 3 experts on a game, it'll show up there. It'll show up not which cappers, but the total number of picks either on the side total or on the money line. So make sure you check that out. It's a heck of a value and a good place to start your parlay tickets or just your bets for the day. Kind of reassure what you think, maybe get you off a bad pick or get you on a good one. So, all right, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you back at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I won't be on, but Kurt and Allie Burns will be on talking NFL totals for week 9.